Hey guys, do you know that there are certain things about facing an interview that no one is talking about? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 such things, and please pay close attention to all 5 of them to know what you can not do in an interview. My name is Dr. Pushp Lamba and I'm an ICF certified success and happiness coach. And my success mantra is to ensure your success. So let's get on with today's video. Point number 1. Whenever we are writing our CVs, we tend to exaggerate a little bit here or there. But the key phrase is a bit. In my over 21 years of experience, I've actually come across CVs where people have exaggerated like crazy. Now, the point is that even if you've exaggerated one point, over exaggerated one point, or the interviewer catches only one point, the trust is broken. The interviewer is not going to trust anything that you put on your CV as your accomplishments, as your achievements, in fact, as your basic experience as well. Everything comes under a radar. And believe me, no one has a time to do so much of scrutiny and investigation. What are they going to do? They're simply going to check off your resume from the list of CVs they're shortlisting for the next round. Point number 2. Never be too enthusiastic or too little enthusiastic during your interview. An interviewer, from the looks of it, if you are too little enthusiastic, is going to assume that you are very laid back in your attitude and not at all enthusiastic about the job that you are come for the interview of. And too much of enthusiasm actually is perceived as fake. So the ideal sweet spot is somewhere in between, and you can of course take your enthusiasm a little up in the pertinent questions and take it down when it is not required. Point number 3. You cannot be more eager to know what the organization can do for you than what you can do for it. Please understand that at this point in time, in this interview, you are here to sell your abilities, your capabilities, and your skill sets. At this time, you cannot demand, at least during the interview, you cannot demand what the organization is going to do for you. Of course, at the end of the interview or towards the end of the interview, a good interviewer is always going to give you an opportunity to ask a question. And that's where you ask one relevant or two relevant questions, and that's about it. So you need to ensure that during the interview, it should all be about what you can do for the organization and not the other way around. In my workshop, I conduct a masterclass. I actually take care of this particular point and teach you categorically what to ask an interviewer. I've left the details of that workshop in the description below, so go through it after you have seen this video. Point number 4. In every interview, or rather in almost every interview, there is a key question which is asked, and that is, what is your strength, or what are your strengths? You can talk about your strengths, that's fine, but the thing that people do not teach you or train you about is the justification of your strengths. So a lot of YouTube videos will tell you how to answer this question, but most of them are failing on the point where you are told or where you are taught how to justify those strengths. Do not ignore this point. And what do I mean by justifying the strength? Always keep an example or a situation that showcased your key strength or strengths that you are speaking about in your mind as a preparatory gesture. So whenever you ask this question, you talk about your strength and then you justify it by saying, so like for example, during my tenure in that organization, or for example, when we were given this key project in our college, I did this, and then you build up a story around it. So never forget the justification of your key strength, and that should be an awesome justification. Point number 5. Do enough quality and quantity of research about your recruiter. And again, a lot of people talk about this, but people don't tell you how to do it. The key points over here is that you need to go to the right places to seek this information. Like for example, you can lead to LinkedIn, follow the certain higher ups in the organization and understand what they're talking about, how they're talking about, understand how they're taking care of the comments that people are putting for their posts. You can also head to a website called www.glassdoor.com, DOOR.com. Now this is a website where people come and talk about various organizations, various roles. Even you will find people talking about the company culture and the pay packages. So this is a fantastic place to go and do your research. And the last but definitely not the least place to do a research about an organization is on their website. Over there you will get wealth of information about what the organization is currently into, and also do research on the future plans of the organization. Believe me, as an interviewer, whenever an interviewee talks about the future plans of the organization and does the correct conversation, it is a fantastically impressionable point. A very positive impression of yours goes to the interviewer in that interview. So now you have an interviewer's perspective as to what he or she is looking for in an interviewee and what you're not supposed to do, and most importantly what people are not talking about in the open space. I want you to comment about what you think is going to be a very big challenge for you, and I promise you I'm going to answer you in the comments below. Apart from this, of course, fantastic would be a like and a subscribe. Please don't forget to hit on the bell icon. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Happy success to you, by the way.